Hi, this is a Yin Yoga practice. It's going to be a long practice. We are targeting to finish the whole sequence in about 90 minutes, where we're going to work on all parts of our body, starting from our shoulders, our upper back, down toward our spine, our hips, and our legs. If you can't dedicate so much time on your practice, it's fine. So you can do maybe half of the practice and then finish off with a reclining twist pose. Okay, for this class, you're going to have, you can do it without any props, it's fine. Or if you want to have props, you can prepare 2 blankets, a bolster, a strap is optional, and 2 blocks. Okay, find yourself a comfortable seat. Rest your hands on your knees. Sit up tall and close your eyes. Just take a moment to unwind yourself. Relax your brain. Start to relax the entire body from the legs to your hips, your abdomen. Relax the shoulders down, relax the arms down. Soften your face. Just let go of all the tension in your body. Tune into yourself. Tell yourself that the next 90 minutes is just for you and yourself. Fold your palms together in front of your heart center. Press the palms firmly against each other, and then have your thumbs touch the tip of your sternum. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, gently bow your heart down. From there, lift the chest up. Inhale. Exhale, bow your head down to your heart. Then gently release your hands down to your knees. Lift the chin up and then open your eyes. Now come to the top of the mat. We're going to do some warm up first to work on our joints before we hold in the poses for a longer period of time. So for yin practice, typically we hold each pose for about 3 to 5 minutes. Stand with your feet together or slightly apart. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, stretch up. Exhale, open the arms out to the sides and then fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, place the hands on the shin bones, keep the spine long, lift the chin, look forward, press the thighs back, shin bones back. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Place the hands on either side of your feet or on the floor or on on 2 blocks. Inhale, reach arms up to the sky, stretch up. Exhale, hands in Anjali Mudra, release the hands down. Okay, repeat that for 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, stretch up. Exhale, hands in Anjali Mudra, release the hands down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway, look forward. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, stretch up. Exhale, hands in Anjali Mudra, release the hands down. Okay, inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Use your right hand to catch the left wrist, straighten the left arm. Exhale, sway your body over to the right side. Lengthen the left side of your torso. Bring the right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Bring the chin forward, look forward. Keep the legs firm, pull the kneecaps up, tone your belly, push your hips over toward the left side more. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, change the grip of the hands. Lengthen the spine once again. Inhale, pull the left right arms long. Exhale, sway over toward the left side. Push your hips over toward the right side more. Bring the right shoulder back, left shoulder forward, chin forward. Keep the legs firm, pull the kneecaps up, tone your belly, sway more to the left side. Inhale, come back up. Change sides again, right arm straight. Exhale, sway over to the right. Left arm straight. So use your right hand to pull the left arm. Then from there, turn your breastbone down toward the floor. Keep using the right hand to pull the left arm long. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, turn the breastbone up to the sky. Try to keep the hips as square as possible. That means the front hips are aligned, but only turning the breastbone. Inhale, come back to center. Straighten the arms out. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, arms up. Left hand catch the right wrist. Exhale, sway over toward the left side. Inhale, turn the right bring the right breastbone down toward the floor. Keep the right arm strong and straight. Inhale, come back. Turn the breastbone up to the sky. Keep the hips square. Keep the legs firm. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring the arms down to the floor. Fold forward. Inhale, look to the front. Exhale, step the left foot back, placing the left knee down to the floor. So you're going to have the hands on either side of the right foot. Do not move the hands at all. If you can't reach your hands down to the floor, place 2 blocks on either side of the right foot. Now inhale, shift your body forward, sinking the hips toward the front, look forward. Okay, exhale, straighten the right leg, flexing the right foot, half splits. Don't move the hands at all. Inhale, shift your hips forward. Keep the spine long, look forward. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Inhale, shift the hips forward, look forward. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Use your left hand to catch the outer side of the right foot. Bring the right hand next to the right shin bone. Swing the elbows out away from the torso. Lengthen the spine. Suck the belly in. Tone your belly. Exhale. Turn over toward the right side. Push your right hip back toward the midline of your body. Feel the stretch along the right calf and the hamstrings. Inhale, come back to center. Then step the left foot forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step the right foot back. Place the right knee down to the floor. Inhale, shift your hips forward. Look forward. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale, forward. Shift forward. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Inhale, forward. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Right hand catch your outer left foot. Left hand next to the left shin. Elbows out to the sides. Inhale. Exhale, turn, twist over toward the left side. Push your left hip back toward the midline of your torso. Inhale, bring both hands down to the floor. Then step the right foot forward. Fold. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands in Anjali Mudra. Release the hands down. Separate the feet about hip width distance apart. Interlace the fingers at the back. Straighten the arms back. You can keep the wrists away from each other, but wrap the fingers toward each other. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, look forward first. Keep the knees bent. Exhale, fold forward from there. Then from there, relax the neck. Pull the arm bones high toward the sky. You can straighten the legs from there. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, change the grip of the change the clasp of the hands into non-dominant clasp. Straighten the arms out. Inhale, roll the arm bones back. Exhale, fold forward. Keep the knees bent first. Relax the neck. Then pull the arms forward toward the head direction. Relax the neck, straighten the legs. Okay, slowly release the hands down to the floor. Place the hands down and then walk the feet back into downward facing dog. Wiggle the hips side to side. Back to neutral. Bend the knees alternatively. Then straighten both legs and stretch the spine. From there, step the right foot to the front, outside the right hand, spin the left heel down to the floor. Then walk the hands to the top left corner of the mat. So it's like the hands are walking toward 11 o'clock or 10:30. Then draw the heels of the legs toward each other. Push your right thigh back. Straighten the left leg and stretch. Pressing the inner edges of the feet down to the floor. Pressing the right armpit down to the floor. Walk the right hand out more. Hands back, downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, left foot step forward, outside the left hand, spin the right heel down to the floor. Walk the hands out to about 2 o'clock. Press the right heel down, straighten the right leg. Push the left thigh bone back to the right leg direction. Walk the left hand out more. Press the left armpit down toward the ground. Now feel the stretch on the outer left hip there more. Walk the hands back, downward facing dog, exhale. Then lower the knees down to the floor. Okay, lower the belly all the way down. The first one, we're going to do a broken wing pose. I'm just going to demonstrate with the props, just so that if you want to use prop, you can use prop. You lie down on your belly, then extend the right arm out to the side. So the right heel, the right wrist would be aligned with the right shoulder. Roll the right upper arm out externally. Rest your right ear down to the block. Then press the left palm down to the floor under the left ribs. Then lift the left hip up away from the ground. Keep both knees bent. You can stay here with the left palm in front of the chest on the floor supporting you. Or if you want more spinal twist, open the left knee out, pressing the left foot down to the floor. Or if you want more, lift the right knee up as well, then shift the hips over toward the right hand. For the shoulders, you can bring the left arm back for a deeper stretch, left palm down to the floor. Stay here and breathe. If you want to go a little bit further, you can clasp the hands behind you. Bring the left hand back, clasping the left hand on top of the right hand. Roll the left upper arm out externally and stretch. Now this is not an easy stretch for majority of us because we spend so much time hunching forward. The neck is really tight, the upper back is really tight. Now this one will really help to open up our pec muscle. Release the tension around the neck. Try to stay here. Now eventually you'll feel some numbness around the neck, around the upper arm, around the arm. That's completely normal. Try to stay here and breathe. Of course, if you can't hold for too long, go back to an easier version. And then slowly press the left palm down to the floor in front of your chest. Bring the left hip back to the right leg. Then push your left hand down, slowly come back up from there. Now just let the right arm rest for a while. Move the right fingers just to let the blood to flow back to your body. Okay, now we're going to repeat that on the other side. Reach the left arm out to the side. Walk the left hand out. And then rest your left ear on the block. Lift the right hip up. Right hand in front of your chest. Left ear on the block. Okay, you can bring both knees up. Place both feet down to the floor. Option for the hand. Right hand in front of your chest again. Or bring the right arm back. Clasping the right hand on top of the left hand. Don't forget to breathe. If you don't breathe, you're going to feel stuck in the stretch. Use your breath to guide you. The deeper you breathe, the more control you have over your body. Relax your brain, relax your body, feel the neck being relaxed, the neck being stretched as well, all the way down toward your upper arms, your forearms, toward your fingertips. If you feel numbness, that's completely normal. Then slowly press your left palm down and then come back up from there. All right, now next one, you're still going to lie down on your belly. We're going to come into Bowtie pose. So we're going to work on our deltoid muscle around our arms. So same thing, you can have a block on top to rest your forehead down. Now stretch your left arm out over toward the right side. Then bring the right arm, walk, wiggle the right arm on top of the left arm. Now you can have the palms facing up to the sky. Then rest your forehead down to the block. Relax your belly, relax the legs. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can do it without the blocks, it's fine. Okay, slowly release, and I'm going to go over toward the other side. So this time, you're going to have the left arm on top instead. So walk the right hand over toward the left side, and then wiggle the left arm over toward the left side, or toward your right side. Relax your hips more. Relax your belly. Feel the shoulder blades sliding away from each other. Okay, slowly move your toes, move your fingers a little bit. Lift the head up. Slightly slide the hands toward each other. Okay. Alright, slowly push yourself up. Then walk the knees forward, cross the ankles at the back, sit down. From there, we're going to come into a caterpillar pose. So caterpillar, it's like Paschimottanasana in Yin Yoga practice. So keep the feet straight, and then you can use a block, or if you want to have a softer support, you can use bolster. Okay, reach your arms up, inhale, then exhale, fold forward from there. You can rest your forehead down to the pillow, or the pillow is if it's too low for you, you can stack the bolster up with blocks, making a bridge. Then rest your forehead on the pillow. Okay, pick an option that will work for you. You can wiggle your hips from side to side and from time to time. Relax the entire body. Just let the gravity to pull yourself down. Relax the shoulders, relax the knees, relax the hips. You can rest your arms on the floor and with your palms facing up. Or you can just catch the outer feet, it's fine. I forgot to mention, if you are not able, if you're hunching forward a lot like that, I'll suggest you to sit on a block, and then when you fall forward, it's easier to hinge from the hips, or even just stay up here, it's fine, okay? Relax your shoulders once again. Relax your belly. Relax the legs. Relax the hips. Okay, slowly inhale, come back up. Keep the spine long. And then exhale, release the hands. Now just going to do a quick counter pose. Bend the knees, separate the feet about hip width distance apart. Turn the fingers out behind your hips. Press the feet down, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the hips up once. Look up, tabletop pose. Exhale, lower the hips down. 2 more like that. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Okay, shake the legs out. Now next one, we're going to come into a shoelace pose. So lean forward, cross the ankles, lean forward, come into all fours. Then bring the left knee behind the right knee. Separate the shins away. If you need blocks to sit on, put a block under the hips. Now from there, you're going to do the full pose. Bring the right arm down, left arm up, and try to clasp the hands at the back, catching the fingers. If you can't, just use a strap. Bring the strap behind you. So if you're using the strap, this is how you should pull the strap. Then see whether you can try to walk the hands closer toward each other. Stay here, stay in a pose. You have an option to lean forward if you want. If you want to have a deeper stretch around the hips. So if you're doing cow face arms, which is also called the archer arms, roll the right upper arm out externally, bringing the left elbow up, right elbow down to the floor. Okay, slowly inhale, come back up. Exhale, release the hands. Okay, change sides. So left knee on top of the right knee this time. So shoelace. You want to have the left shin slightly away from the right thigh, so pulling the left shin over toward your face direction so that there is less pressure on the outer knee. Okay, place your hands on the knee first for now. Just stay here for maybe 1 minute before we work on our arms. Okay, bring your left arm back and then right arm up. So you can clasp your hands. You can stay here with your hands clasped at the back. You can use the strap if you need to. Roll the left upper arm, externally bringing the right elbow up toward the sky. Then lean forward, bringing the belly down toward the top thigh. If you want to stay upright, feel free to stay upright, it's fine. Notice how if you fall forward, the left shoulder want to come forward more. Now bring the right armpit down. Soften your belly. See whether your both hips check-in again are down to the floor. Rolling the left upper arm back. Softening the belly, the abdomen. Then feel that your body is sinking down toward the floor more and more. Feel the support of the earth. Then slowly inhale, come back up, release the hands down. Okay, slowly shake the legs out, releasing the legs to the front. You probably will feel numbness around your hips as well. Okay, that's completely normal. Okay, now next one, we're going to come into straddle pose. So widen the legs out as much as possible. So you can sit on a block, or you can just sit on the floor like that. If you can't really hinge from the hips, sit upright instead. Then work on the inner thigh stretch. Otherwise, you can use blocks to support you, or even bolster. Easier option, probably not easier option, more comfortable option, resting the forehead on the block. Or if you don't want any props, it's fine. Hands down, forearms down, and a rest. Feel the tension around the inner thighs being released. Softening the belly. always find this straddle pose very, very comfortable to relax in. As long as you find the correct or find the comfortable support for yourself, because it really works on opening up the inner thighs, releasing the lower back. And when your hips are more open, when your thighs are rolling in more, you can relieve the tension around the lower back more. But do not push yourself, do not hunch or hinge from your spine, because that's not going to feel comfortable. You can even turn your head to one side. If you turn your head to one side, now is the time to change your head, change to the other direction. Okay, slowly bring your hands down to the floor and gently push yourself up. Very, very slowly, because you stay in the position for quite a long time. And then bring your hands to your knees, bend the knees gently. Bring your knees toward your chest, then hug the knees in. Okay, next one is going to be quite torturing, I would say. It's called the frog pose. You can use 2 blankets to support you. You can place, you're going to place the knees out to the side on the blanket. Open the knees out. You want the the heels to be aligned with the knees, and then the knees to be aligned with the hips. Then lower the chest down to the floor. If you want more support, you can use the blocks to elevate the body. Or if you don't want support with the blocks, and if you don't need blankets, by all means, take away the props. Pushing the hips back. And then rest your forehead on the top hand by crossing the top palms together. By crossing the arms together. Relax the shoulders.
Lengthening the tailbone down toward the heels direction, toward the floor direction. So in Yin Yoga practice, we work a lot on the joints, the tendons, and the ligaments. We, through relaxation, we let the joints to stretch. If you find any tension around your body, around your mind even, you just gotta relax a little bit more. See whether you can widen the knees out to the side more. Using your hands to push the knees out to the sides more. Then slowly use your hands to support you. Wiggle the knees in first. And then come into a child's pose. Rest in child's pose for a while. Okay, so from child's pose, you're going to come into swan pose, which is pigeon pose. So you can come to all fours. Then slide the right shin forward, slide the left foot back. So I'm going to have blocks here just to show you an option with the blocks. Now tuck the back toes under, and then roll the left the left ankle in. You want the right shin to be parallel to the front mat as much as possible. Now instead of sinking blindly into the right hip, you want to push your left hip forward. You can slide a blanket under the right hip as well to support the head. Now bring your forearms down to the floor. You can have the forehead resting on the block, or you can, if you can, lie down completely. Have your belly down on the right shin. Go ahead and do so. Stay here. Relax your shoulders. Feel the stretch around the outer right hip and the front of the left thigh. So there are two actions here for both legs. The left leg is the front thigh being stretched, and the right thigh For the right leg, it is the right hip, the outer right hip being brought down. Relax the shoulders. Relax the belly. Just rest here. Okay, slowly come back up, and then we're gonna change legs there. You can step back to downward dog to wiggle the hips out, wiggle the legs out a little bit, then step the left foot forward. Now same thing, left shin aligned with the front of the mat. Slide the right leg back. Roll the right ankle in, pushing the right hip forward, pushing the left hip back. Forearms down to the floor. You can point the right toes away or tuck the back toes under. Both options are fine. So yin practice most of the times is also a very good practice to train up your patience with yourself. If I did not mention that already. So how patient can you be toward your own body? We're not just talking about holding in a pose. We are also talking about how much patience do you have for yourself before you push yourself over your limit. Always be kind to yourself. It's always good to challenge yourself, but do not overdo it, because as you overdo it, you develop aggressiveness in yourself, and that's really that really defeats the purpose of us practicing yoga. Check again. Are you sinking over to the left hip more? Pushing the right hip forward more. Relax the shoulders once again. Lengthening the torso to the front. Good. Slowly inhale, come back up. And then step back into downward facing dog. Wiggle the hips side to side, stretch the legs out. Okay, now from there, step the right foot forward, place the left knee down to the floor. So you're going to come into a series of lunges or dragon pose. So first one, place both hands on top of the right knee. If your knees are very sensitive, just pat a blanket under the left knee. Now push your hips forward. Now don't dump the lower back, don't dump all the weight onto the lower back. Instead, squeeze the left butt cheek from time to time, tailbone lengthen down toward the floor. Lift the sides of your torso long before you sink the hips forward. You can bring the left arm behind your right arm, grab the right upper arm from the back with your left hand, pushing the right thigh away with your right hand, lifting up the chest. Squeeze the left butt cheek, pulling the right hip back. Feel the stretch in the front of the left thigh especially. Toning the belly. Then from there, bring your hands down to the floor inside right foot. You can walk the right foot out to the side a little. Stay here. Or you can bring the left elbow down, both elbows down to the floor, or to the blocks or block. Don't wing the right knee out to the side. Instead, bring a right knee in toward your torso. Relax the neck. Or if you want, you can also place a block in front under your forehead and then rest your forehead on the block. Relax the shoulders. Dragon flying low. This is called. Okay, now from there, have your left forearm down to the floor. Then use your right hand to push your right knee out to the side. Then lengthen the sides of your torso long. Lift the chin up. Turn your chest over toward the right side. Spinal twist, focus on your spinal twist there. Lift the spine long, lifting the lower belly up toward your chest, up toward your chin. If you want to go more, right thumb up, bring the right hand back, catch your right ankle from the outside. Roll the right shoulder back, kick the left leg back toward the right arm first. Then bring the left heel toward the hip. Turn your chest up, lift the chest up more. Bring the right elbow back, right shoulder back. Open up the chest. Twisted dragon. From there, you can relax the neck by bringing a chin in a little. Feel the stretch in the front of the left quad, lifting up the belly more. Lift the left ribs up more away from the floor. Turn the belly over toward the right side more. Beautiful. Slowly release the left leg. Both palms down to the floor. Then step the right foot back into downward dog. Wiggle the hips side to side. Shake the legs out. Step the left foot forward now. Place the right knee down to the floor. Both hands down in the front knee. Same thing, if you need padding for the right knee, go ahead and put a padding on top under the right knee. Squeeze the right butt cheek from time to time. Tailbone lengthen down, tone your belly, lift the chest up. If you feel like your lower back is getting very, very tired, that's because you are dumping your weight on your lower back. So tailbone lengthen straight down to the floor, lift the chest up. Same option for the arm. You can bring the right arm behind your waistline. Find the left upper arm. Lifting up the chest, pushing the left thigh away with your left hand. Hugging the left knee in toward the midline of the torso. Roll the shoulders back. Relax your face. Then slowly bring your hands down to the floor. Inside the left foot, turn, walk the left foot out to the side. Stay here with your hands down to the floor. Or if you want to go further, bring your forearms down to the floor. Hug the left knee in toward the midline of your torso. Relax your shoulders there. Don't wing the left knee out to the side, not yet. We already work on the inner thigh and the outer hip in during a pigeon pose. So this time, hug the left knee in. Now from there, right forearm down to the floor, or right hand down to the floor, right palm down. Push your left thigh away with your left hand. Roll the chest back. Keep lifting the belly up toward your chest, toward your chin. Stretch. Work on your spinal twist there. Now if you want, bring the left arm back, bend the back leg. Catch the outer ankle with your left hand. Kick the right leg back once to lift the chest up. Then bring the heel toward the hip. Lifting the right ribs up away from the floor. Turn your chest up to the sky. Relax your neck. Bring the left elbow back more. Slowly release. Step the left foot back into downward facing dog. Wiggle the hips side to side. Bend the knees alternatively. Okay, lower the knees down to the floor. Cross the ankles at the back. Lie down on your back. Now we're going to come into a pose called supported bridge pose. So supported bridge pose, you're going to need a block. Okay? You can use any height as you like for the hips. Keep the knees bent for now. Then your block, just make sure that they are under the sacrum instead of under your lower back. If you don't feel comfortable putting the block under the hips, under your back, you should know that it's probably too much. You're putting the weight on, you're putting the block under the lower back instead. So check the front hip bone, pull it, use your hands to glide it down, and then the block should be just under it, under the front hips. So you can use the tallest height or the lowest height. Palms facing up. Bring your chin in, just relax here. As you do that, just make sure that the shoulders are still on the floor. You can have the palms facing up to the sky. Just make sure that you're distributing equal weight on the left side and the right side of your hip. Now from there, what you can do is that you can stretch your legs out for more. Stretch in front of the thighs, in front of the hips. Let the feet to flop to the side. So feel the extension in the front of your body. Relax your shoulders, relax your belly, relax your front legs, relax your lower legs as well. Just let the block to support you. Okay, slowly, very gently. Bend the knees first. Slide the feet in a little. Lift the hips up. Then gently tuck the tailbone under. Lower the hips down toward the ground. Let the knees to knock against each other. Just stay here for a couple of breaths. And then hug the knees in toward your chest. Okay, now options. We're going to come into saddle pose. So if you can go into saddle pose, lying down with both feet bent like that, go ahead and do it. Otherwise, you come back up first. Bring the knees together. Use the hands to roll the calf muscles out, and then put the block under the hips. Sit on the block if you cannot sit straight down to the floor, or you have an option to use your blanket as well. Okay, so for blanket, if you feel like there's a lot of tension on the knees, you can slide your blanket, so bring your forehead down to the floor. Lift the hips up so that you can slide the blankets right at the back of the knees. Then sit in between the feet. So you can also put a blanket under the hips if you need more padding for the hips. Okay, if you're using props sitting down, don't lie down. So you sit upright instead. Okay, otherwise, lie down on your back. You can also use a bolster. Place it behind you, lie down on the bolster. Go for it. Once you lie down, do not push the hips or the ribs up toward the sky. So instead, try to neutralize the curvature, the curve in your lower back. So lengthen the tailbone straight down toward the knees. Bring the knees in together as much as you can. Soften the ribs down. Reach the arms back above your head, or you can catch your opposite elbows there. Lower the shoulders down, draw the shoulder blades down. Bring the knees closer to each other. Check from time to time, lower the tailbone down. Soften the ribs down. So again, if you can't sit on your, if you're sitting upright, it's fine. Just try to sit upright and feel the stretch in the front of the thighs. It's a process. You don't have to come back down. Coming down on the floor, but if you feel like there's a lot of tension, too much stretch in front of the front thighs or the knees, it's not good either. because you're going to hurt the knees. Once you hurt the knees, it's very hard to heal, especially the knee ligaments are very, very fragile. If you are catching the opposite elbows, change the grip of the elbows. Now feel the stretch from the outer hips all the way down toward the inner knees. Lengthen the knees toward the front of the mat. Lengthen the tailbone down toward the knees. Soften the ribs down again. Feel the stretch along the ankles. Some of us, we have very tight ankles. Then you can't lie down on your back. It's fine. So you just need some time to stretch. Or sometimes you might not be able to come down completely at all, probably because of the structure of your ankles, or you have prior injuries on your knees or your ankles. Then it's not wise to lie down and then hurt yourself again, right? Okay, now from there, if you are okay, you can just release the legs lying down or sit upright first and then release the legs. Then you come back down, lying down on your back. So we're going to come into our last posture, reclining spinal twist. Okay, now bring the right leg over the left leg. Shift, you can point the right toes away and then tuck the right toes behind the left calf. Shift the hips over toward the right side. Drop the knees to the left. You can place a block under the knee, or if you want, you can even use a bolster. Then lift the left ribs up away from the floor. Turn the chest over toward the right side. Look right. Spinal twist there. Now you can just relax here completely. Your goal is not to bring the knees down to the floor. Your goal is to ensure that your right shoulder blade or right shoulder is down on the floor, and then you are twisting your spine. So lift the left ribs up, rolling the belly over toward the right side, and stay here. Again, if the right shoulder slide away from the floor, you will need to have a block or something to support the knees, or you have to make constant effort to ensure that the knees, the right shoulder will stick back down to the floor. Stay here. It's really worth staying in this twist. Most of the times when we practice, if you practice yoga for a while, we tend to focus too much on forward folds and backward bends. And sometimes we neglect twisting, which is very, very important to neutralize our spine as well. Our spine has got many sets of muscles. So if you don't twist enough, you neglect certain sets of muscles, you don't work enough on them. And sometimes if you do a lot of backward bends or forward bends, the muscles are only stretched unidirectional. And if you don't, or contract that unidirectional, if you don't twist them, if you don't stretch them in all angles, eventually you may the muscle will become more stiff or overstretch in one direction. So you just need to neutralize it with some twisting from time to time. Okay, slowly come back up and then change sides. Cross the left leg over the right, shift the hips over toward the left side, and then drop the knees over toward the right. Make sure that the left shoulder is down on the floor. Lift the right ribs up, lift the chest up, roll the belly over toward the left side. So sometimes we say, so you are twisting to your left side, and before you twist to the left side, we ask you to shift the hips over toward the left side, because ideally we want the sacrum, the spine, and the crown of the head all the way up toward your neck, your cervical spine. It's in one straight line, and then you do the twist, and it's more spot on, because you're going to stay here for a long time, a period of time. But unless you are just doing a simple twist, then probably shifting the hips may not be that important. See whether you can lift the right ribs up more, shuffling the right shoulder over toward the right side more, bringing the left ribs down toward the ground more. Twist more. Be patient with yourself. We got about 30 more seconds to go. It's always a very challenging, it's very, very challenging to stay in a pose while trying not to fall asleep, and try to make yourself feel comfortable, or at least try to tell yourself that it's okay to stay. Okay, very good. Come back. All right, now last one, we're going to stay in Shavasana. You can have a bolster placed under the knees, or if you have a sofa like I do here, lie down on your back and then place the knees on the shins on top of the sofa. Okay, and then place the palms of arms by the sides of your torso, and then rest here in Shavasana. Make yourself feel comfortable, relaxing the entire body. Relaxing the belly. If you need to cover your eyes with a towel, by all means do so. Let the entire body, the torso, the spine to sink down toward the floor. Let the arms to relax. Let the shoulders to relax. Let them sink down toward the floor. Relax your cheeks, relax your jaw. Rest your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Let the teeth to part away. Relax your eyes, your forehead, your eyebrows. Let the eyes to sink into their sockets and rest completely. Try not to move in your Shavasana. Try to stay still. Okay, gently wiggle your toes and your fingers. Bring your legs together. Stretch your arms up above your head. Exhale, sigh it out. One more like that. Inhale, stretch and stretch and stretch. Exhale, sigh it out. Bend your knees. Roll over to your right side. Gently, with a few blinks, open your eyes. And then push yourself up and sit up from there. Bring your palms together. And then just rub your palms vigorously to create some heat. And then cup your eyes with your palms. Don't press into the eyeballs, just cup, just feel the warmth around the eyes. And then rub your hands again vigorously. And then bring the palms to your jaw, to your neck, massage your neck. Then massage your shoulders, rub your arms, your thighs, and then bring your palms together in front of your heart. Put a smile on your face. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, bow your head down to your heart. Thank yourself for your practice, spending effort and time for a Yin Yoga practice. It's not easy. It's a long practice. If you made it this far, very good. Congratulations. And thank you for joining me. Namaste. If you have any feedback or any question, just leave a comment below. I'll try my best to get back to you. Thank you.